I am an adopted child. A contract was signed before being adopted, promised to leave a way out for the Harrison family, although my status is not high. Busy all day at the company. In the evening, I have to help with the work at home again, facing my sister-in-law's indifference towards me. I don't care at all. Facing the punches and kicks from his brother. I still care for him by serving him tea and water, afraid that he would hit me and tire himself out. Even in the face of insults and belittlement from adoptive parents, I still keep smiling. Let them know that expressing emotions in a timely manner is beneficial for mental health. This is the downside of being soft-spoken and having a short hand. After all, I get compensation for everything I do. But later I realized, the reward is so substantial that even a true aristocratic family would feel pressured by it. Not to mention, as an adopted son, just sat down with my sister-in-law. Lucas pushed the door and came in. He is my brother, the only son of the famous Harrison family in the business world. However, due to an accidental injury during childhood, lost the ability to reproduce. It was evident that such a vast fortune had no one to inherit it. Once the news spread, the reputation that the Harrison family's parents had worked hard to build was completely lost. Even the business has been gradually eroded away. They had a heated discussion. Came to me. I hope I can leave a way out for the Harrison family, although I don't understand either. How can a child without blood relations be considered a descendant of the Harrison family? But since they gave me a fee for my hard work, I won't worry too much about these matters. Lucas's gaze wavered between Sophia and me. Finally, it falls into the hands we are holding. The expression on his or her face changed for the worse. Just give birth to a child. It's just a formality. Is such intimacy really necessary? His question made Sophia's face flush immediately. Quickly let go of my hand. Lowering one's head feels very awkward. I kept thinking to myself, he really picked the wrong time. Lucas directed his anger at me. Said angrily, Ryan, you need to understand your identity. Stop having unrealistic thoughts. I certainly know I am just an unwelcome character, but who wouldn't want some extra compensation? The old rule, entered through this door, no matter the outcome, everyone has to pay. Every time it's 200,000. It is the result of my negotiations with the parents of the Harrison family. I hope he comes over more often. Let me easily obtain this money. After all, the work during the day has already made me very tired. In the past, Lucas used to endure and pay up when I said this. Drive me away. But today I don't know what's wrong. They actually closed the door when I left. Ryan, it has been so long and still not pregnant. It really makes one wonder if you didn't put in enough effort. Today I am just watching here. You should do this in person. His words left me speechless. I usually take things as they come. I didn't expect to be shocked by his words this time. After recovering, I feel a bit sorry for Sophia. Being forced to have a child with another man is really terrible. Not to mention that her husband wants to watch from the side. Gently glanced at Sophia. Her eyes are red. I don't know if it's anger or shyness. Everyone get away from me. I no longer want to have this child. If there's no way out, let's get a divorce. We settle everything at once. It's not easy to find a wife who is willing to have children with someone else. Moreover, Sophia is aware of the secrets of the Harrison family. How could Lucas let her leave so easily? After several attempts to say something, I paused again. Lucas said, not feeling great, as they approached the door. He suddenly turned around. Give me orders, I can go. But you can't. Take the money and rush to work. I am a bit disappointed. The good time for rest has passed. Feeling frustrated, Lucas added with a cold expression, this is the last time. I will tell my parents. Let you leave. What about the penalty for breach of contract? I just got a little excited. Immediately thought of the huge penalty for breach of contract. The contract states clearly, if I breach the contract before giving birth, you will have to pay a penalty 100 times the amount spent over the years. It's not too much either, only a few $100 billion. Can you help me pay off the debt? Watch the only son of the Harrison family. It seems that he doesn't really need this money at all. But soon, my expectations were shattered. Lucas left quietly. Sophia breathed a sigh of relief, quickly ran to close the door. The eyebrows were slightly furrowed. Are you really that happy to leave me? In fact, it is not. Sophia is very beautiful. She possesses an outstanding figure and temperament. Many men see her as the girl of their dreams. I feel the same way. However, this lover is always cold. When certain matters are mentioned, they no longer pay attention to others. No matter how good the experience is, it will eventually lose its luster. Sophia noticed that I wasn't responding. Furrowing his brows, he slowly walked away. I was just about to catch up. She suddenly turned around again. What do you really take me for? I was stunned. After a long while, he finally stammered out. Wasn't it mentioned in the contract? I can only regard you as a colleague. Sophia smiled wryly. Then he said helplessly, you don't need to leave either. I was just about to leave. She changed her mind again and called me to stop. Don't go, come on. It's good to get pregnant soon, fulfill your wishes. She is wearing sexy pajamas, lying quietly on the bed. What position do you want to use? I smiled. Answer, it's up to you. I am just a person without a voice. I don't know how this sentence made Sophia angry. She became suddenly angry. He grabbed the pillow next to him and threw it at me. Ryan, you are just like the people from the Harrison family. They're not good things at all. Get out of here. To be honest, one can also be criticized. A woman's thoughts are truly hard to decipher. I feel very relaxed having a day off. As I reached the door, I turned back with a smile and thanked Sophia. The boss is really nice. Seeing her more angry, I quickly closed the door and ran away. Returned to one's own room. Start making phone calls. Evelyn, hurry up and prepare the tender documents. I received a big order. It is necessary to go through the motions. Michael, you will take a trip abroad. Check whether the channels for import and export trade have been opened. Remember to follow up carefully. Identify any other areas for improvement. Nathan, you should stay at the Phoenix Pavilion. You might consider opening a branch in a better location when you have the time, after arranging these matters. It is already late at night. I stretched lazily, feeling some soreness in the lower back. After finishing washing up, I lay down on the bed, unconsciously. The hard work I have put in at the Harrison family has developed so many projects. It's really not in vain. This money was obtained after going through many challenges. There have been some unpleasant experiences. There are also situations where some people act to vent their frustrations on behalf of others. It was also something obtained by appeasing Sophia. Of course, most of the money still came from Lucas. He is relatively aloof towards people, always doubting others. It's a bit awkward on one hand. He wants me to have children for him. On the other hand, I am also angry about matters concerning other people. He often takes me to various gatherings. Those wealthy second-generation individuals often enjoy teasing others, but they are quite generous as well. So, I have also gained some benefits from it. The day of the cattle and horses has begun. I have to be Lucas's driver in the morning, but he hasn't left yet. Sophia dressed beautifully and walked over to my side. Today is my grandfather's 80th birthday. There is a cocktail party in the evening, but I haven't finished speaking yet. Just then, Sophia stretched out a finger to stop it. She said casually, "How much did he give you? I'll give you double. That would be great. Even if I have no time, I will still make time to be with you." She showed a standard smile. After seeing that I agreed, she gave a cold smile and left first. What I was thinking but didn't say is this. Actually, I originally wanted to accompany Lucas. If I go, I would just be a clown, being treated as a joke by others. But Sophia's parents passed away. She remarried. Only the old man is left at home. Everyone around was eyeing this great opportunity. Today's banquet is definitely a gathering place for prominent figures from all walks of life. I need to go drink some soup first. As for how Lucas and the Harrison family parents will create trouble, I'll just deal with it casually. They also do not dare to openly say that I am a tool. When walking a long distance, Sophia suddenly stopped and turned around, furrowed brow. "Ryan, you agreed to go. It is for me. It's still for money. It's because you paid more," I answered confidently. Sophia listened to this answer. It seems very disappointing, shake his head and slowly leave. In the evening, I hurried out of the company before Lucas arrived, get in Sophia's car and go back to her house. I didn't expect to run into Lucas at the door. He looked a bit unwell, rushed over and separated the hands that Sophia and I were holding. "You really make a great couple. They are so blatant about being together. So what? Everything is for money. I don't think there's anything to be ashamed of." Sophia's attitude is very determined. She linked her arm with mine and walked into the banquet hall. Not even a glance from Lucas. Lucas shouted angrily from behind. As a result, he shut his mouth after receiving a glare from the Harrison family parents. "What an ungrateful person. Today, let me see how you embarrass yourself." I smiled and agreed. "Want to maintain good customer relationships for me. Not only Sophia is someone who supports me, everyone in the Harrison family can also provide me with opportunities. I want to make money. I will work hard to earn every cent and every penny." I straightened my back and walked into the banquet hall. The people around immediately cast strange looks. They seemed to be thinking, how can an adopted son be together with his sister-in-law? I often encounter this situation. No matter where I go, will always be teased or ridiculed by others. It seems that being an adopted child is considered a disadvantage. Suddenly, someone couldn't help but speak up. The Harrison family's freeloading relative is back again. I really don't understand what the Harrison family is thinking. There is obviously a son, must adopt a son. It's truly inviting trouble. The losses could be significant. Take a look at his performance with his sister-in-law. The relationship does not seem very normal. It's easy to spread rumors. It's hard to explain clearly. I have understood this principle since I was young. Smilingly accepting all the teasing, can still reply to others, although it's not entirely clear, but this is agreed upon by my brother. Stop talking. Faced with the discussions around, Lucas grabbed the collar of my shirt and led me to the corner. "Ryan, don't forget that you are also a member of the Harrison family. The bad reputation of the Harrison family is not beneficial to you." I am actually a member of the Harrison family. I pretended to be surprised and said loudly. His gaze was fixed on Lucas. He seemed to remember that he had previously said I was a dog raised by the Harrison family. I was instantly rendered speechless. I thought to myself, this person is really full of themselves. I stood there, quietly waiting for Lucas's friends and rivals to arrive, whether it's wanting to anger him or wanting to help him stand out. For me, these are all opportunities to make money. I am happy to receive anyone. An elegantly poised woman approached. I quickly smiled and reached out to shake her hand. "I know you came to vent your anger for Lucas. My price is 200,000. Absolutely do not resort to violence. Isabella is a powerful woman in the real estate industry. The land she is interested in will definitely increase in value. My profits largely come thanks to her. However, she is really not good at choosing partners. There are so many young and handsome second-generation, rich individuals to choose from. However, she ended up falling for Lucas. This person is already married. In order to pursue Lucas, she chased very frantically, is ridiculed and laughed at by many people. Even so, every time I see Lucas, Isabella would still approach. I am ready to welcome a farce." Lucas's face also showed unease. Can't help but step back. Isabella suddenly grabbed my hand, said in a somewhat spoiled tone, "Ryan, how can you say that? I came to see you today specifically to thank you. What does it have to do with Lucas?" This is the first time I've heard her mention something unrelated to Lucas. I was a bit taken aback. After thinking for a long time, I just realized what she was trying to explain awkwardly. "This is just a polite remark. We have collaborated so many times. It was simply how it should be what should be." Isabella is very excited. "That was my sister, whom I put a lot of effort into finding. More important than my life. If it weren't for your help, I can't even imagine what it would be like to lose her." She spoke, called the assistant behind her. "Take out a document, Ryan. This is a share transfer agreement. Just sign here. From now on, you will have a share in all my properties." Lucas noticed the numbers above. Exclaimed, 20%. "Isabella, what's wrong with you?" The people around were also taken aback by this grand gesture. "Ryan, what happened? How could there be such good luck?" There are really a lot of envious people. Even Sophia looked at me with a puzzled expression. My adoptive father, who is usually aloof and condescending towards me, This time, however, they came over, showing dissatisfaction. Say, Ryan, you should accept the gift that Isabella gave you, but don't forget the support of the Harrison family for you. His words caused a stir among the people around. Everyone seems to be watching the excitement. I almost forgot that Ryan's background is unclear. What real abilities does he have? Maybe he just wants to climb the ranks. Kai deliberately approached Isabella. As a result, Isabella actually regarded him as her savior. The current society is truly disappointing. Born into a poor family, sometimes it may turn out to be an ungrateful wolf. Possible points of criticism. They all got caught one by one. Lucas also realized this, walked up to me and sternly criticized me with a sense of justice. Ryan, remember, everything you have today comes from the Harrison family. Even crows know to repay kindness. You won't forget your roots, will you? Hearing this, the adoptive father felt very touched. He nodded to Isabella. Then he said to me, Ryan, without the Harrison family, there would be no you today. So everything you receive belongs to the Harrison family. You understand? I certainly understand. I haven't had a chance to say anything yet. The adoptive mother echoed. We have raised you for so long, to provide you with food and drinks. It's time for you to give something back. To be honest, their economic conditions are quite good. Every time I receive money, it's a sum of 200,000, not even a blink of an eye. Everyone knows Isabella's abilities. If there's nothing that can be done on a regular basis, then just leave it as it is. Now there is finally a chance. Naturally, it wants to benefit from me. The more I think about it, the funnier it seems to me. You now say that I am a member of the Harrison family. Let me give back. But before, it was clearly you who needed me. Still looking very aloof, treat me as a tool if it weren't for the money. You think I would endure for so long, but you also benefited from it. The adoptive mother looked at Sophia. Her gaze was filled with deep meaning. If it weren't for Lucas, you never had the chance to know Isabella. The adoptive father spoke in a stern tone. I don't want to beat around the bush anymore. Simply put, let's get straight to the point. I don't think there are any benefits to being a stud horse. It's just a job. You said that when you adopted me. Lucas cannot have children. I hope I can help the Harrison family leave a legacy in this matter. I also received the reward I deserved. I got to know Isabella because Lucas had ill intentions towards me. In fact, our relationship is merely an exchange of interests. There is no concept of right or wrong. The Harrison family is extremely popular, but there was no time to argue. They were busy figuring out ways to silence the outside world. Lucas said angrily, "What nonsense are you talking about? Which man would give his own wife to someone else? Ryan, don't speak carelessly just for the sake of those shares. There is no Harrison family without me. Who would care about you?" Also said something about saving Isabella's sister. Aren't you afraid of saying something wrong and embarrassing yourself? I shook my head in disagreement. I am clear about whether I have casually involved you. The Harrison family treats me like a dog. There are no resources to speak of at all. I helped Isabella through my connections at Phoenix Pavilion. Lucas said with a sneer, "The owner of the Phoenix Pavilion is my friend. He came to attend the banquet today. It must be because of my reputation that I helped you. Will the owner of Phoenix Pavilion come today? I am a bit surprised. It might be because I didn't react in time." Lucas thought he had guessed correctly. He mocked condescendingly, "Soon you will be disgraced and infamous." I can only smile helplessly. Say, "But I am the owner of the Phoenix Pavilion. How could one possibly ruin their reputation?" Laughter echoed around. "Ryan, you know what Phoenix Pavilion is for? It is a big player in the entire antique pawn industry. There is also a subsidiary dedicated to the most advanced surveillance technology. People in our city all need to rely on their confidentiality in order to live well. Your statement is quite exaggerated," Lucas said incredulously. "My adoptive father told me to stop talking immediately. How can our Harrison family adopt a child like you?" The adoptive mother also shouted loudly, "From today onwards, don't say that you are the adopted son of the Harrison family anymore. We could be completely humiliated by you." Their words are filled with sarcasm and reproach. In such an atmosphere, however, Sophia suddenly spoke up. The tone is very firm. What Ryan said is true. It is true that Lucas cannot have children. It is also true that he wants me to have children with him, so I believe. He is the owner of Phoenix Pavilion. This sentence is also true. Everyone present, including me, everyone looked at her with shocked expressions. Lucas said angrily, "Sophia, you know that this harms not only my reputation. You will also be criticized as a shameless woman. Does she really know?" I looked at Sophia. Her expression was determined. It seems to feel sad about something. At this moment, a group of people dressed in black interrupted us. The master of Phoenix Pavilion has arrived. "Nathan, why didn't you let me know in advance? I can send someone out to pick you up." Lucas no longer behaves as humbly in front of me as he did before. Nathan hardly paid any attention to him. He simply found a sofa and sat down. The adoptive father quickly caught up, busy serving tea and water. "Nathan, our Harrison family has some antiques. I hope you can help take a look." I couldn't help but complain to myself that his way of gift-giving is really quite straightforward. Lucas walked over, chatting affectionately with Nathan. "The antiques my dad has are truly top-notch. Nathan, we have such a good relationship. Could you please stop taking care of that new company? They don't even have a basic foothold. How can it compare to the Harrison family?" Seeing that Nathan is still not responding, Lucas's gaze turned to Sophia. He pulled Sophia over from beside me, smiling very warmly. "This is my wife, the most beautiful woman in Los Angeles. Nathan, what do you think?" Sophia struggled desperately to break free, but he was no match in strength. Lucas glared at her. Then he spoke to Nathan. "Nathan, don't think that you've taken your brother's wife, although I am married to her. But there is nothing between us. Completely innocent, truly innocent." Nathan trembled slightly. Cold sweat broke out on the forehead, not even daring to lift their eyes. Sophia no longer resisted, looking at me with eyes filled with reluctance. I felt somewhat helpless inside. Lucas is willing to sell out his own wife for profit. Nathan also looked at me with a plea for help. I suddenly became the focus of everyone's attention. Lucas saw it. I thought Nathan cared about the rumors between me and Sophia. "Hurry up and explain. He is the adopted son of our family. He is also my nominal brother, even if it's unreliable. It's also impossible to do such a thing. Nathan, rest assured." I saw Nathan with a look of embarrassment on his face, couldn't help but laugh, but he quickly composed himself and stopped smiling. The topic finally shifted away from me. I don't want to attract attention anymore. As for Sophia, it was just a job to her. Sophia saw that I had no reaction. A desperate smile appeared on his face. Lucas did not get what he wished for, still unwilling to let me go. He walked over confidently, pulling on my custom-made suit. "Pull me in front of Nathan." Suddenly kicked, "Go explain to Nathan." I kneel before Nathan, listening to Lucas issuing orders. I was momentarily confused, at a loss. He took the opportunity to speak to me. "Ryan, quickly explain it to Nathan. You have no relationship with Sophia. The Harrison family taught me about religion. That's really scary, if it weren't for my quick reflexes. Almost forced to bow to Nathan by them. By the time I reacted, suddenly stand up. As a result, it hit Lucas in a sensitive area. He cried out in pain. The sound was terrifyingly loud. My adoptive parents quickly withdrew their hands. He hurried to check on Lucas. I tidied up my suit. A smile just like before was on her face. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw Sophia beaming with joy. She rarely shows such emotions. It reminds me of the past. I remember when I first met her. She was surrounded by a group of little delinquents. Has been infringed. I was the one who rescued her. Drive those people away. At that time, she looked at me with shining eyes. I asked to protect her in the future. I remember I reached out my hand, said with a smile, "This requires a protection fee. We have been together for 3 years." But everything came to an end on the day she married Lucas. Just when I was worried about not having a way to make money, my adoptive parents actually found me. It would be really foolish not to make money when you have the opportunity, although their demands are a bit excessive. But I don't mind. Nature has no influence on me either. As for the relationship with Sophia, we all have some feelings more or less. After all, the time spent together in bed has been quite good. Hearing such words suddenly left me very confused. My mind feels like it's been muddled. Sophia, you know, I haven't really experienced kindness much since I was little. They don't even know what love is. I don't know how to love someone. You are so unfriendly to me. I thought, you really hate me, although I actually don't care much about whether she likes me or not. But if someone likes me, after all, it's better than nothing. Your marriage with Lucas has some complications. I expressed my concerns. I worry that Sophia will be affected by my reputation. She let out a cold smile, clenched his fist. Rest assured, I will divorce Lucas as soon as I get back. His affairs have already been spread all over the city. I wonder what face he has left to stay with me. I thought about it, still decided. I'll go back with you. The Harrison family just suffered a loss at my place. There should be some concerns. I'm sorry for having made you the subject of others' gossip by being with me. Sophia smiled and said, others just need to say a word to me. You just need to treat me a little better. Then that would work, right? What I care about most is your attitude towards me. I raised my finger, swear. I will definitely make sure you eat well. I won't let you go hungry. Sophia suddenly smiled. He hit me. Then she jumped into my arms at a critical moment. I thought of a question. What about your grandfather? You should discuss your decision with him. After all, you married into the Harrison family to help the Sophia family maintain their prosperity. Sophia paused. After a long time, they reluctantly spoke up. Then just say it. My grandfather has become confused in recent years. I am worried that he won't agree. I have experienced countless challenges. What does this count as? Leave it to me. I asked Nathan to send some gifts over. Expresses my appreciation for him. In Sophia's is looking forward to her eyes. I dialed the number. I called Nathan to help me. I didn't expect to see the old gentleman. He took the initiative to speak. Sophia has always liked you. I delayed her. She wasted so many years at the Harrison family place. I am getting older. Young people should venture out on their own. The old man said as he spoke, one hand waving, preparing to leave. Have the steward organize the Sophia family's business and hand it over to me. Sophia cried very sadly after she found out. A few days later, everything is ready. I took Sophia back to the Harrison family. The once glorious family declined due to a loss of reputation and business. It has now become declining. When receiving the divorce certificate, I had Nathan pretend to invite my adoptive parents and Lucas to Phoenix Pavilion. Then I took over the Harrison family's business. After the merger of the three companies, my business with Sophia is getting better and better. The same is true for love. I began to take a conscious interest in caring for my partner. Do one more thing for her every day. As we transitioned from a two-person world to a complete family of three, I feel very happy. When the child turns 10, I have Nathan help manage the family business. I took Sophia on a trip to enjoy life. Every day when I wake up, I see that there is still a lot of money in my account. Life is like this. It's truly satisfying.